Normally, when we talk of something being confirmed, we mean it's been firmed up or settled, corroborated or approved, strengthened or deepened. We talk about a booking, appointment or flight being TBC and then being confirmed. Or of confirming in writing something already proposed orally. Or of confirming a decision made provisionally by someone else. But who's confirming what today? Well, in the early church, the apostles and their successors did the baptizing, confirming and first communicating at the same time, usually around Easter. Sometimes these were separated, as in the story in the Acts of the Apostles of Peter and John calling down the Holy Spirit upon some Samaritans who had already been baptized. As the church grew and priests did most of the baptisms, the bishop would periodically visit and confirm on behalf of the whole church what the priest had done, chrismating all those baptized since the bishop was last in the district. So you might say that today Archbishop Anthony and the other bishops are firming up, settling, corroborating or approving what was done perhaps 10 years ago when a priest or deacon poured water in the name of the Blessed Trinity and thereby initiated our young ones into the family of God. But there's a second sense in which that decision, made all those years ago, is being confirmed today. At baptism, we ask the one to be baptized, what is it they seek? If they are babies, they cannot answer. And so their parents and godparents answer on their behalf. But now our young people are of the age of reason, indeed on the cusp of adolescence and Christian adulthood. And so they can now answer for themselves. So you might say that today each candidate is firming up, settling, corroborating or approving for themselves what you all did all those years ago when you made a reservation on their behalf. But there's a third and ultimately more important sense in which neither Archbishop Anthony nor our candidates themselves are doing the confirming. For today is all about what God does in us. Today, God corroborates and approves, strengthens and deepens what was done in baptism. The Latin root of our word for confirmation, firmare, means to fortify or secure, like building a wall, castle and moat around a town. Or it means to clinch a deal. And it's only God who can truly fortify us for life's journey, with gifts like wisdom and understanding and courage, and seal our fate as pilgrims destined for heaven. And so, my young friends, when you come up to be confirmed, I will mark your foreheads with holy oil and say, be sealed with the gift of the Holy Spirit. It's like putting a wax seal on a document, a signature on a contract, promising you to the Holy Spirit and the Holy Spirit to you. You might say confirmation is a handshake between you and God, sealing the deal. But what's the deal that this sacrament seals? Well, the Holy Spirit promises 7 spiritual gifts: wisdom, understanding, right judgment, courage, knowledge, reverence, and godly fear or awe. That means that after today's sacrament, you'll be potentially wiser than you were this morning, and braver too. You'll be better placed to understand others, to choose the right thing, and be an all-round good person. Pretty sweet, right? Of course, gifts can be left unopened, unused, thrown away. If you want to be wise and brave and all the rest, not just potentially, but actively so, you have to keep up your end of the bargain too. And what Jesus asks of you today is this: be baptized with the Holy Spirit, receive the power of that Spirit, and be my witnesses to the ends of the earth. Today's sacrament challenges you to stand up for all that is good and true and beautiful. To say in word and deed, I am a Christian. I love God, I love people, I love our world. And with God's help, I want to make our world a better place for people. If you are ready to say that, you are ready to seal the deal with God, with the Archbishop and bishops, with your family and yourself. Today the Church celebrates the solemn feast of the Ascension, the crowning of Jesus' Easter victory over sin and death. He promises that where he is going, we will one day follow. That he is preparing a place for us in our new homeland, in heaven. He calls us again to be his witnesses. And lest we be lonely or lost in the meantime, he sends us the promised Holy Spirit. Candidates for confirmation. When in a few minutes' time I pray over you, anoint you with chrism and say be sealed with the gift of the Holy Spirit, you will shake hands with God. Keep up your end of the deal by who you are and what you do for others, by praying and coming to Mass and confession, and by doing good things in our world. Parents, friends and sponsors of our candidates, parish priests, teachers, catechists and parishioners, today your young people will receive the fire of the Holy Spirit into their hearts. It's your job to keep that flame alight by encouraging them in lives of Christian faith and practice, of virtue and holiness, of the worship of God and love for all. witnesses to Christ. Like the apostles, that's what Jesus calls you all to be. Young adults who stand up for Jesus and everything that is good. And so I invite you who are to be confirmed to stand up now and profess your faith before this assembly.